Hey everyone, happy Friday. I hope you're all doing well and you're excited for another edition of Friday Reads. Today I have a very special surprise for you because I read 3 books all at once. So I've read the Kennedy Boys series by Siobhan Davis, the first being Finding Kyler. These all feature Eric and Sam on the cover. So Finding Kyler, book 1, Losing Kyler, book 2, and then book 3 is Keeping Kyler. So my original plan was to read one at a time and then do a review one at a time. But my plan quickly changed as I read each book. I'm going to do this spoiler-free. I do recommend reading all 3 back to back because the first 2 books, well, I guess this is a little bit of a spoiler. The first 2 books end in huge cliffhangers. When I finished book 1, my face literally was like that emoji, like so shocked because wow. If you like Gossip Girl, Pretty Little Liars, Elite on Netflix, I would say that this trilogy is a mix of all of those. Wow, it was amazing. I'm kind of like sad I finished the trilogy. But let's jump in and say what it was about and what I thought about it. So, Faye, Sam's character, and then Kyler is Eric's character. So, Faye, I have my little notes because there's so much that happens that I like to take notes when I'm reading them. So Faye pretty much feels like a shell of her former self when she finds out that her parents died in an accident and she lives in Ireland with her parents. Since she's under 18, she needs a guardian and she has to leave Ireland and she moves to Massachusetts with her uncle, his wife, and all of their kids. So Kyler, his siblings, and their parents. This is a shock to her because she never knew that these people existed when she was growing up. She never knew that her mother, I don't believe she knew her mother even had a brother at all, or that she has 7 cousins for that matter. The moments that she meets Kyler, I pulled this quote: "I've never felt such an instant heady attraction to a guy before." And then there's a little bit of taboo because that's technically her cousin. So that's a huge portion of book 1, them trying to stay away from each other because they don't want to be seeing a negative effect from people judging that. And their whole school experience is pretty intense. Faye gets this warning before she starts the first day of school: expect the unexpected, don't let them bully you and they'll eventually go away. Not sure if that actually happens. Part of the problem is Kyler's ex, Addison, doesn't want to let him go, and she makes the whole family's life a living hell pretty much. Faye decides to go to the public school while Kyler and his brothers go to the private school. You would think that might help Faye, but Addison's cousin Peyton goes to the public school and she's pretty much completely on her own for the most part towards the beginning, because she's brand new and people do not like her because she is with the family. So that, I would say, is the bulk of book one, her getting acclimated to living in the States, and getting to know her new family. And then an intense cliffhanger, which changed my plan and made me decide, okay, let's read book two, which is Losing Kyler. So book two is pretty much all about uncovering truths. Faye really learning who her mother was. Did she even know her at all, to be honest? And with all the drama that happens within book two, she says, is it too much to wish for boring and normal? Which, that's not gonna happen. And book two also is encompassing if there is a Kennedy curse, because of everything that the family is dealing with, and they just can't catch a break. So it's really a roller coaster of discovering truths and uncovering lies and unearthing family secrets. And that is book two, Losing Kyler. And then last but not least is Keeping Kyler. And then I pulled this quote from Kyler. This is the first time in my life where I feel it's okay to lean on someone else. I've never had this before, not with anyone. And during this book, Faye is really learning who and why Kyler is who he is and how he came to be that way, and where his anger really comes and stems from. And that is Keeping Kyler. I loved this series so much. It was such a roller coaster, and like I said, I hadn't been planning to read them all back to back. My initial plan was to read one at a time and then do a review, but it was so incredible that I couldn't wait to read the next one. So I highly recommend reading them all in a row, so that way you can get the full effect, and I highly recommend it, especially if you love that, like I said, the Gossip Girl, Pretty Little Liars, Elite, all of those different elements of suspense, drama, action, but I highly recommend it. So hope everyone has a great weekend, and make sure to check out the Kennedy Boys series by Siobhan Davis. Thanks.